Hello and welcome back to my channel. So let's firstly talk about where you been at, sis. Where you been? What you been doing? What you been up to? So if you don't follow me on Instagram, no, just chill. Just chill right there. Don't come no closer. That's my dog, Stella. She loves to be anywhere nearest to me, okay? She also likes to lick every orifice of her body and then proceed to attempt to lick me. It grosses me out. I love her to death, but it grosses me out. So, if you don't follow me on Instagram at Chef Notori, then you won't know what I've been doing over the last year. I'd say was the last time that I truly updated you in this kind of format. So I'm going to briefly give you a kind of an overview of what's been going on, just so you can know what's been happening. If you don't know me, my name is Notori. Hey, it me. I'm working on a new intro. Probably hello people of the internet. Might stay, may not, who knows. I will be 25 this summer, so I'm kind of like in this weird millennial life crisis where I'm like, ugh, what is going on? Who am I? Who is she? I don't even know. This video, I want it to be super informal because why would it need to be? You know what I mean? Like, what's the point, really? I just want to come in here and chat with you and just sit down and talk about life. So, over the last year, I still live in Texas, if you didn't know that. I'm not sure how many times I've really said that in my videos. I'm very like, shh, shh, nobody can know, shh, nobody can know where I live, nobody can know where I am, all that kind of stuff. But like, honestly, I don't even care. So I live in Texas. I live in the DFW area, and I've lived there since 2004, since I moved to Texas from Illinois. I'm originally from Oklahoma, but I moved there from Illinois. And I've had a great time in Texas. I still live here, but sometimes I think like it would be cool to move away, to move, just kind of pick up and move. You know, like that crazy stuff people do where they just like gather up all their things and like $10 in their pocket and they make something work. The only thing is that I have a large dog. She's not small, she's not petite, she's not little. She's medium to large in my opinion. And she's very obedient, she's very good, but she's not necessarily like a travel dog in my opinion. Like, I just wouldn't want to put her in that kind of position. And she's out. Otherwise, I've been building a business over the last year. I've worked in kitchens and in food service literally my entire existence almost. And it is essentially my life's work. It is essentially my career. It's just the corona times makes it feel really uncertain, makes it feel really like up in the air, especially because the food industry is really taking a hit just like the rest of the world, but in a different way, because the food industry is there for you whenever you have your worst days of your life, the best days of your life. And now that for safety concerns and public safety concerns, it's not really conducive to have a business open in some of these areas, and it just makes it a really tough time for me and a lot of other food service people. So I've been running a pop-up plant-based food shop. So essentially I make baked goods, I do savory entrees, I show up to events, music shows, concerts, type of things, and I sell there. And that's kind of been what I've been building the last year. But also I teach cooking classes. I teach them for groups, for one-on-one in-home classes, and that's truly what I miss. I miss just teaching classes and interacting with people in that way. It feels like it's been a really long time. And ironically, in February, it was probably the most lucrative and the most successful month of my career to date. Well, maybe like top 3 like highlight moments, but definitely the most successful. And then the next month it was like coronavirus, you know, like everything just kind of imploded on itself. My serious relationship ended within quarantine. I got a dog in quarantine. I moved out of my family's home for the first time right before quarantine. So everything has just been so much change, so much of a whirlwind. And in that time period, I realized that making video content, photographing things, being creative via digital media has been the biggest joy of my life outside of cooking. It really brings me a lot of solace to chat on camera. It brings me a lot of solace to photograph things and just to be kind of out in the world and capturing things. So pretty much in this video, you're hearing me make a pledge to myself that those things that you really love, that you really care about, and you really want to do forever and make that truly your life, this is me telling me that you need to go do that thing, because I'm someone who's lived such an unconventional lifestyle. I've worked freelance, I've worked in food service, I've been a photographer part-time in terms of like getting my own, oh, sorry, I'm letting my cinnamon rolls yeast. Anyway, so that's why I started filming this video. I was like, I'm letting my cinnamon rolls kind of proof up, so I'm just going to chat. So I'll just keep chatting with you. So I've done so many unconventional things in my life, and it's just crazy because I'm that kind of person who wants to live in a tiny home or Airstream or a van or some weird kind of thing. But at the same time, societally, I'm really nervous of that. I'm really scared of that because I'm a single black female, and those two things in conjunction with each other are very dangerous things to be in the world. That's just my experience, and that's just what I know. So that makes me very leery of going out and really going for some of those things. And then, of course, financially, no one wants to be kind of like literally dollar to dollar in their lives. You want to be kind of a little more comfortable and not be so dependent on the chase of money versus, you know, you can steadily expect certain things to happen for you. So that's what I'm doing. I'm living in this apartment in the DFW, and it's just a whirlwind of decisions that are being made right now. But even this simple act is making me like, my anxiety is going down just in general because I just feel so like at home right here. So what can you expect from me? Girl, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I don't know what I'm going to be vlogging. I don't know what I'm going to be talking about. But I do know that I really want to continue to be as relatable as possible and as truthful as possible about my journey and what I'm doing in my life. I know there are a lot of 20-something people who are 24, 25, 26, kind of that like weird area of life where as a kid you thought that you'd be like married with kids and like a big house and like you would have traveled the world by now. But instead you're 24, 25, 26, you're likely filing for unemployment. If not, and you don't even qualify, then you're trying to figure out how you're going to make money. You're considering moving in with your parents. Like, all these crazy things are literally happening in your life. She's literally making every dog-related noise I could think of. Like, she's scratching, she's shaking, she's drinking, like, she's doing literally everything. So, anyway, this is going to be as relatable as possible. I think my approach to the internet at this age is just so much different. At first, I was vulnerable, but I wasn't nearly as vulnerable as I am right now in my life. So I'm unafraid of speaking about how I feel about things and how things are affecting me and how realistic things are and how much this dog is standing probably correctly, indirectly in my shot. And that's okay because I love her. So if you want to come along for the ride, then just keep on watching because we are going to rev this back up. Hardcore, harder than ever, more serious than ever, but like also not that serious and a little bit more relatable and honest. And I hope that you will stick around. Peace.